This is a heads up for folks out there that fly drones, UAVs. You may have missed that Trump just signed into law new rules that are going to affect everybody. And what this does here is it sets up a situation where many of the critics are saying the law could easily be abused. And I can see that right out the gate. This FAA Reauthorization Act signed by Trump on Friday, why most people didn't even realize it, it includes several points in which they allow law enforcement to act against privately owned drones. In particular, Section 1602 of the Act outlines protection of certain facilities and assets from unmanned aircraft. I get that. If it's around a nuke facility, an airport, it shouldn't be there. It just shouldn't, obviously. Okay, in DJI, like with my drone, you can't even launch near an airport. It won't let you. So, here comes the big question. Where's the line? Or can they just make anything up? And the American Civil Liberties Union has denounced this whole act, believe it or not, prior to Trump signing it, saying that the provisions give the government virtually carte blanche to surveil, seize, and even shoot a drone out of the sky, whether owned by journalists or commercial entities, with no oversight or no due process. That's the key here, ladies and gentlemen. Due process. It's just been removed and thrown out the window. That's the main point here. Above and beyond drones and anything else, it's stripping of freedoms, due process, and giving them the ability to shoot these things out of the sky. Your equipment that you own, that you paid good money for, that you may not be doing anything wrong with. Flying in a park, they don't like it. They say, oh, you went over a crowd of people. When you didn't, they can shoot it down. There's going to be a lot of back and forth with this. While they make moves, and there's talk of putting beanbag guns and tasers and everything else on these things so they can arm them. So what, you're going to tell us now they can shoot them down whenever they want, while you're in the midst of arming these things with non-lethals? And then what? You're going to sign in a law that they're allowed to use drones with non-lethals? Then we've got armed drones in this country flying around. They can hit people with projectiles while they can shoot yours down. You see? And then if they take it a step further, if this place was to ever go into chaos and the lights go out, you don't think the first thing they're going to be doing is crisscrossing this country with drones? I do. It's the first thing they do in every other country. They scout it out. What's the first thing they send in? High altitude drones. Then they can send in the Predator drones with weapons to bomb whatever they want afterwards. You don't have to see an Apache. You don't have to see any troops. Nothing. So, this is the latest in regards to this, and I'll continue to update if things change. Wanted to let people know this is where it sits. I'll leave a link below. It's been Dabu7. Peace.